Good evening, fellow tabletoppers. We, the members of the Sensible Critter Coalition, after many, many organized meetings, on this, the eve of the DnD Beyond presidential election, are ready to give our endorsement. We, the members of the Sensible Critter Coalition, give our endorsement to candidate Liam O'Brien. For years, Liam O'Brien has served as a fine ambassador for the game. Notice that at Critical Role episodes where a new player is featured, they are often sat next to Liam, confident that he will graciously show them the correct place on the character sheet to find the information they need, and also whether to roll the pyramid die or the diamond die when it comes to figuring out their damage. Notice also that Sam Riegel couldn't remember what the trunk of a car was called. We also endorse Mr. O'Brien for his ability to build coalitions. In his selection of vice presidential candidate Ashley Johnson, he is looking to the needs of tabletoppers and critters from coast to coast. Mr. O'Brien taking care of the West and Ms. Johnson taking care of the East. Mr. Riegel's VP candidate, well, he hasn't selected one, or more likely no one's applied. However, in being able to take care of the needs of critters and tabletoppers from coast to coast, Mr. O'Brien shows that, like the beloved Vaxeldon, he is strategic and bi-coastal. Well, some DnD Beyonders, such as future DnD Beyond UK Prime Minister Arsqueef and Queen of DnD Beyond Christine Ariel, might find Mr. Riegel's colorful antics charming. Surely they would recognize that the DnD Beyond president serves as a dignitary as well, and should meet fellow dignitaries with a command of iambic pentameter nearly as good as his command of the player's handbook. A firm handshake showing a strength one seeks in their friends and fears in their enemies. Not to mention fine accent work and an ability to improvise that is unrivaled. While with Mr. Riegel, a dignitary is likely to find tired early 2000s catchphrases, shoddy accent work, and limp jazz hands. This is not the kind of president DnD Beyond needs. Indeed, with the scandals plaguing the Riegel campaign, such as his collusion with foreign agent Mark Humes, a firm hand is needed at the wheel. Indeed, with the implications that there are other agents working with Mr. Riegel as part of this conspiracy, including possible members of the Critical Role staff, the time has come for someone who will seek out our enemies, who will remove them as possible problems in our game, who could scourge them from our ranks. But perhaps, while there is still time, Mr. Riegel will graciously depart the campaign. Maybe if put in a language he understands. Do you hear the people singing the praises of Liam? Every DnD Beyonder wants O'Brien to lead 'em. If we need a new theme song, then you're welcome to apply. But we're voting for the rogue in the red silk tie. You weren't prepared for this campaign, Riegel. You went off half-cocked. We're voting for the rules wizard with the blonde forelock. If you play your cards right, he might still make you undersecretary. Do you hear the people sing that it's of O'Brien they are fond? We're making him president of DnD Beyond. This message brought to you by the Coalition of Sensible Critters, the Rules Lawyers of Greater Weehawken, New Jersey, the Hobo Wizards Union, Local 420, and the Alliance of Actors who work in box offices. Liam, you may not sling tickets anymore, but we got your back. Now remember, go to dndbeyond.com, register with an email, and vote before the